The Marvel news from Comics Pro was not as exciting as I'd hoped it'd be. Hi, I'm Jordan the Nerd of Gold, and yeah, I had talked about stuff coming out from Image Comics, from Dark Horse Comics, from DC Comics, because Comics Pros was releasing a lot of cool information. I do think there was some exciting stuff in there, but for the most part, I read of the stuff that Marvel was putting out, and I just wasn't as excited as I felt I should have been. Like, this was a good year to show how 2026 is going to go. This is a convention for showing that kind of news off and hyping people up, and yeah, it just didn't have that juice for me for the most part, which is why I didn't make a video about it the other day. And it's not to say that there weren't exciting stuff in there. I do think that Chip Zdarsky is really building to something with Armageddon. What exactly, I don't know. Right now it's starting to shape up to be like Red Hulk taking over Latveria and the Avengers having to stop him before he becomes like the next Doctor Doom kind of thing, which could be an interesting and cool event. I like Chip Zdarsky as a writer, and I feel like he's been giving a lot of runway to make a really cool event. So that seems like it's going to be the big deal of Marvel Comics this year, and I really hope that pays off. But then there's just a bunch of other stuff that didn't really excite me in the same way. There's a event that's going to have Null versus Hela, Queen of Black, and he's got absorbed the light force, so I guess now he's a good guy. It's going to be an Al Ewing written event, and I like Al Ewing stuff, so I'm looking forward to it to a degree. I'm just not as interested in Null or the Venom stuff that he's been doing lately. Venom works for me better as a bad guy than as like an anti-hero. I just don't really see what people find compelling about Venom as like a solo figure. I get it in small doses, but he's had multiple series that have had like 20 plus issues, and I don't really get it personally. I think Venom works much better as a Spider-Man antagonist or just someone he has to be allies with every once in a while. I think he works much better as a supporting character rather than as a main character on that front. And then there was some news about an Infernal Hulk event coming out from Philip Kennedy Johnson, which sounds really cool. That's probably my favorite bit of news, actually, just because I think Philip Kennedy Johnson and Nick Klein have been absolutely killing it on their Incredible Hulk run. Absolutely great stuff. The best since Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk. It's truly great stuff, and I can't wait to see that. That's probably my actual favorite thing that they announced this weekend. But overall, I just got to say, Marvel still doesn't feel like they have a general direction. I think with the lead up and post Armageddon and stuff, that there's going to be that direction. But at this moment, no, I still feel like DC is like kind of dominating between the big two on who's owning like the superhero line book. I think DC is winning still at this point, but I do think that Chip Zdarsky is about to pull out something big, and I'm excited for it. So let me know, what did you think of the news that came out of Comics Pro for Marvels? Was there anything that really got you excited, or do you think I'm just being a Debbie Downer?